Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Brandon Basil here to shoot another video for y'all. Doing another talking music. Today we're gonna be talking about the album, mixtape EP, by Sinead Harnett. Sinead Harnett Chapter 1 is the EP. My homeboy on Twitter, on Instagram, we go back like Four Flats, Cadillac, all that. My homeboy, the Black Grad, shout out to @the Black Grad on Instagram, talking about this one. I've been hearing about Sinead Harnett for a minute. Heard a couple of cuts. What was that one? She's Not Me, and gosh, it was another one. It was a more popular white cover, something. Well, that's the kind of idea. It's gonna come to me. But yeah, the other popular track is not on this collection at all. But she's made some good music. She's Not Me. She has some interesting, I will say, with her as an artist, she has some interesting song concepts and titles. It's not the tip. It sounds like R&B. Not exactly mainstream R&B. It's not as romantic. Not as romantic. Not as corny either. But it's kind of she has some pop sensibilities, but she be singing. She's more of a songstress than a lot of other female singers nowadays. I'll elaborate on that later. She has a very emotional kind of singing style. Yes. So starting off, Still Miss You. It's a bit of a it feels like a stripped down pop song, kind of straightforward, not much of high melodies and things, stuff like that. It feels like straightforward, like pop. It feels like it's in black and white. It feels like a song in black and white. A lot of times when you look at the album cover, she kind of got like a bunch of darkness, a lot of black, a little bit of white, and some streaks of like brownish in there. Like a lot of times people pick their album. When you listen to an album, listen to the music and see how the tones of the song or the music line up with the visual that's portrayed, how it does or does not. Many times that's something to toy with in general. But yeah, it's a bit of a stripped down pop song. It has some dark topics on romance. Not your typical "I love you so much" and we're gonna be together all my life. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much of that. There's definitely some sadness in this picture. I feel like she tells you like the whole with this song and many other songs. She's telling you the whole story. She's telling you the whole thing, so then you can kind of picture. It's like you hurt me. I love you. She's like a warrior. She's a warrior. She's like a fighter. She's like, you hurt me, this, that, the third, but I'm still writing this for you. I'm still trying to make an effort to love you and all. Well, next song, second track, called Unconditional. It has some more softer vibes, smooth feeling, more delicate to the ear than some of the aggression of Still Miss You. One line I did like was, "When I could only see blue, you taught me to swim." It's a real nice line. She got some good stuff. Heal You was a really good track. It's a deep concept for a love song, talking about wish I could heal your pain for you so that you can move forward and things. It has this dope guitar on the guitar lick over the joint, and the bass complementing it is really good, really great. It's a soft guitar riff, very soft, not very soft, but it's a soft kind of smooth riff, but it drives. The guitars kind of push the track forward, and it's kind of like it create like a soulful hip hop vibe, but it's still like contemplative, even meditative at times. Feels like the guitar is trying to push the person past their pain softly. And then her singing is great. She's good. She makes more use of her falsettos and her highs. This track features a rap verse by Wretch 23. I don't know where he's from. I don't feel like looking it up. He's foreign. I don't feel like I need to know. Because he's speaking in English and it still flows. It's not overly pulling you one way or another. You can still understand everything that's being said. Great verse. He touches on good ideas, expansive. Is wide spanning. How it's talking about the depths of finding self and heal and moving past this when I'm still getting hurt yesterday. Good stuff. Don't waste my time. It's ironic because "Don't Waste My Time" is a good track and the beats put together well, but it's some very beautiful harp stylings, acoustic or acoustic guitar. It sounds like a harp outright. For some beautiful harp for a message as such as "Don't waste my time." It's not. I can't exactly imagine that being that. This song is pretty much the best and nicest way you could say "Don't waste my time." How serious is that? Equation was a nice track, some nice just solo piano accompaniment for her. It was a short little track. It was this and other things throughout the album. It kind of gives expectation for moments of her just being just her and a piano, her and instruments. She accents instruments some, but not a lot throughout the entire project. So Solo is a good one. Has some haunting kind of bass vibes. I feel like So Solo was a key point for the ghostly vibe. It reminded me of Phantogram. What's Phantogram? Phantogram sounds a bit haunting, ghostly. If you never heard Phantogram, you should. But also, imagine what any group named Phantogram would sound like. Phantom, yeah. But it's some haunting vibes with the bass. It feels, it's patient, it's brooding. But then also with her backing vocals, it feels like you're in a haunted house. Right? It's great. It creates a very iconic, a lovely tone for the solo chant moving throughout the that song. It's like this is who we're listening to. Like that's how you know. Moments like that is when you know who she is. Kind of where she's trying to take you to. She takes you there. Wanted with You, man. I feel like she was really getting in her zone on that one. It shows more of her rawness. She's still. It shows it was her falling into her zone. She's like emotionally affected throughout the entire album. She's kind of just she's in the feeling and riffing with it and all but in here in Wanted With You and other times it shows more of her just her riff kind of style of her sing not scatting kind of it's like she has her words, she has her lyrics, and she just and just feeling it and all. She's more raw. She's emotionally affected, but not as softened as like Janine from Janine in the Mixtape. Early on, I was thinking when I was hearing her and other tracks I've heard of aside from this one, I was thinking of her like Jessie Ware. But she's less controlled poised. Jessie Ware feels like she's more in control with when she sings. She's not as raw as Sinead is being on here. Jessie's great, wonderful, love me some Jessie Ware, but it feels like Sinead is trying to say that she's something more like a savage, like Kehlani even. She's more like in the booth. She fighting, she getting a thing. She got some things that she's trying to put out, and she's being more savage with it, aggressive, like a boxer in the ring, like for real with the singing. And especially she used that opportunity having the simple piano guiding. It's just an arpeggio throughout like the entire joint, and then the rest of the track builds around it. But she couldn't do that as much with the guitars over the other one and some of the other ones. But she took a moment and she really ran with it. Ally is a very poetic sentiment to close on. It's kind of like I just need a moment to tell you the truth, and how that be, man, How many times you just needed a moment, like just so you know, I already know. I just want you to know that you were my ally. It's kind of like a reminding moment. Feels like a reminding moment after a tumultuous time, to be like a relationship and everything that goes with it. It's just like, yo, you hurt me, I hurt you, but regardless, I just want you to know you were my ally through it all. But it also reminds me of like a thankful moment to even like her productions team and everything, just saying thank you for being my ally. Y'all were my allies throughout this. Reminds me of like Chris Brown's thank you for a moment. But yeah, Sinead Harnett, she's great. She's cool. Ghostly, soulful kind of girl. A little savage, little aggression. I'm definitely some pop sensibilities, but I think moving forward, she's probably gonna lean away. I hope she leans away from the pop a bit. She seems like she could do some things with like, I don't know. Don't get me talking. She seems like she could do well. She could do something. I'm interested to see how she moves with instrumentation, especially on the later tracks. She engages with the instrumentation on the songs, some, but not as much as other artists could. I mean, not as much as like a neo soul artist, so to speak. But I'm interested to see how she does that. You can tell she has it in her though, but maybe they just holding back. She could. I'm interested to see how a case for her, a live act of hers, builds up. So, shouts out Sinead Harnett for a great EP, for a great project. Chapter 1. It's definitely worth checking out. Some good vibes here, people. If you ain't heard that, check out. She got some other stuff. She got some good vibes. Good vibes. Especially if you like pop. She got the pop. That's done. That's a done deal. What else can you find in the joint? Hope y'all enjoyed it. This is Talking Music, Brandon Basile. And peace, love, happiness. Don't hurt nobody.